Hey everyone on YouTube, Penguin here again, taking a look at my new centerpiece for my collection, my Nintendo NES and Super NES test station. I've been looking for one of these for quite a long time, and I must say it's an absolute pleasure to finally own one of these very rare pieces of equipment. These were actually used back in the early 90s. A lot of times they had them near the Nintendo world-class service centers. And these would be outside for people. They could bring their accessories, their cartridges, their system, and they could test them on this test station. And we're going to take a little look at it today and just see what kind of things this thing does. We'll just take a look at, there it says Nintendo NES test station. There we've got the power button there, along with the reset, and then the thing change between audio, video, and RF signal output. And in the center we have the switcher, which this is used to switch all the different things that the system does. Here you can check a audio video cable right down here. Check out your video cables for your thing. Here you can test the RF switches for your system. So you just turn the knob here. Here you can test your power adapter for your NES. And then here you put in a game pack and you could play it on here to make sure it's working. This one right here is this is where you use the NTF2 cartridge that is actually inside the system, which we'll try and take a look at that later if we get to it. And then here you can test the audio, video, and RF of your control deck. And this is where the Super Nintendo add-on attaches. And this is used, you could bring in your Super Nintendo system, set it on here, hook it up, and then you could test the video outputs, the multi-out, RF, and the power adapter on here. And you could also play your games on the TV too, to make sure they were working in the Super Nintendo. But we'll go ahead and hit the reset button, and there you have the menu. Let's look up at the other screen, we can see a little better. There you have the menu version. This is version 1.1 of the NTF2 test cartridge, and there's a controller test, a zapper test, a ROB test, and a power pad test on here. And we'll go ahead and start off with the controller test. And we'll go ahead and do the normal controller test. As you can see, it's the same exact program that I have for the the joystick test cartridge that I have. Now, where's my second controller? Let's see. Oh, Rob, how'd you get that? Thanks for trying to help me out. I've been looking for this. And then see, it says test over once you've gone through the cycles and pressed all the buttons on there. And then we'll go ahead and hit reset again to go back to the menu. And then you can go to zapper test right there, which you would take your zapper and point it at the screen, which I don't have a zapper right here to test it on right now. There's a ROB test. Oops. Where you take ROB and then you point him at the TV here. And then by selecting the different options, you can test if he's working up or down, closing, and it'll send signals to Rob. You see that flash there? That would send a signal through the eyes right here, and he would do that action. And that's just to check and make sure that he's working. And the last test on there is the power pad test, which I don't have my power pad out, so we can't really look at that either. And then let's say you want to switch here. You would go to the control deck that you could plug in your NES. There's the AV video cable test, which I have nothing plugged in there right now. And that would be the AC adapter test, which you would plug your AC adapter into there. In 1 second, we're going to pop in a cartridge and show how that works. We're actually going to plug in this. And I don't know, look, it looks like Mario's jacking off with a joystick. That's disturbing. This is actually a Fama box cartridge, which is in the Famicom box, but let me pop this in 1 second. It's a very snug fit in there. Oh, I forgot. This Fama box cartridge actually has special pin converters in it, which means it won't work on the system. So let me get another cartridge. There we go. The classic Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. Oh, that was lame. Well, that's what I get for trying to play with one hand. Well, as you can see, I'm trying to do it with one hand, which is not very easy. But that's the system. 1 second, let me try and pull this out here, and I can show you the insides of the system. Hold on 1 second, let me put this down. Yeah, I don't think it's going to want to come out right now, but it's kind of difficult to take apart. But there you have it. That is the Nintendo NES test station. It's a really cool device, a very rare piece of equipment to find. One other thing I want to show you too is another sign I just got. This is one of the world-class service center signs that they have at the places where they have these things. But as you can see, this is factory authorized repair center for Nintendo products. So this is a sign they would hang in the repair centers near the test stations and things like that. But that was my Nintendo NES test station. Hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more videos coming up soon.